Hi, I'm Cash with CashedOutBoards, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own skateboard, longboard, and cruiser template. Let's get started. The first thing that I like to do is to sketch up a scale model of the board using graph paper. This will allow you to accurately design your board, and will allow you to easily transfer it up to a full-scale model. For designing this board, I used 1/4 scale. This means that 1/4 of an inch on the first model will translate to 1 inch on the actual board. Once you have a scale in mind, draw out a rectangle with the center line that represents the size of the real board. Then begin designing your shape around the center line and the rectangle. You only really need to sketch half of the board if you want it to be symmetrical, but sometimes it's nice to sketch the whole thing to look at your design. Once you're done with the scale model drawing, transfer over the nose and the tail, and any other defined shapes that aren't straight lines, over to graph paper at full scale. Be as accurate as possible here, carefully laying out the radiuses and making sure that the lines that should be straight are. Also, make sure that you scale up properly so your final product comes out like the scale model. Remember that you only really have to lay out half the shape if you want your board symmetrical. When the drawing is done, I like to copy it and cut out the design. This way, if you mess up, you have another template to cut out. The next thing I like to do is to transfer the full-sized paper nose and tail onto cardboard. When doing this, make sure that the distance between the nose and tail is correct, so you end up with the desired length of your board. Then fill in any straight lines and edges using a ruler to complete the shape. I set up the template along a straight line with only half of the board, so it could be matched up to a center line on the pressed wood and flipped, ensuring that the board is completely symmetrical. Now to mark up your material. Draw a center line down the board, based on both the usable space of the board and the center of the concave. I like to find the most outer usable points at both the front and the back of the board, and half the distance between them to get a center point. Then connect the points on the front and the back of the board, which will give you a center line to base your template off of. Now set your template on the board in the desired location front to back and trace it. Then flip over the template. Line it up with the first side that you just drew and trace it again. Now you have your board marked up and ready to be cut. Please like this video if it was helpful and comment any questions or comments that you may have. Subscribe for more board building tutorials, and as always, thank you for watching.